This is the truth of college show. This is where I tell you the truth about what is going on in the sports world. The opinions expressed in this video are entirely of my own, but will become yours soon enough. Let's get into it. So today is a more focused video than normal, much like the nepotism video I put out last week. Josh Pate is my subject today. That's the guy we're telling the truth about. Josh Pate, to me, is not a good representation of independent sports media. And to me, he is gonna cause and is causing the death of it. Right? So I want to talk about, first of all, let's explain who Josh Pate is. He's the host of Late Kick. He's bald, he's got a white shirt, and that is his personality, folks. That's it. He's on Bustin' with the Boys sometimes, because they gotta give him one of them. I mean, that's what this is. That's what Josh Pate is now. At one point he represented independent guys in sports media. He came up. He was doing something that was same as everybody else, but people enjoyed it. People enjoyed the perspective on it. But then he sold out. He sold himself for 24/7. His content took a dip. He sold himself to RM3. Now his content's in the basement. And it's the too big to fail thing. Is Josh Pate too big to fail? And I don't know if I got the answer to you for that, but Josh Pate has committed a cardinal sin of sports media that Stephen A. committed. And that is to involve yourself in politics. It's idiotic to involve yourself in politics as a member of media, sports media. So Josh Pate is meeting with Donald Trump. And has met with him like 2 days ago. The episode dropped today. I didn't watch it. But what I gotta say about it, to me, this right here is the death of sports media. This is where it's going, the death of it. And why? Why do I say that? Because if we politicize everything as a society now. Every single thing has become politicized, and that should be the exception. Sports should not be a political thing unless if it's the Olympics. The Olympics and the Olympics shouldn't be political from Canada to the United States. It shouldn't be Republican, Democrat. It should be country versus country. But what has Josh Pate done? Josh Pate has made himself the talking point. And that's something, he's doing it on purpose. Josh Pate is tone deaf. Josh Pate is an idiot. Josh Pate is interviewing a guy who's on the Epstein files, right? I mean, whether you think Trump's innocent or guilty, this is a sports media guy interviewing Donald Trump, who is on the Epstein files. And before you say, this is another liberal show talking about liberal stuff, no, I'm not. I'm not liberal. I voted for Donald Trump, right? But as a sports media guy, you're having somebody on your show who is a criminal, who is possibly a criminal, who is the president of the United States, who is going to go to war with Iran, who has kidnapped the president of Venezuela. We have all this stuff, and he's on your show? You're an idiot if you think that's fine. That'd be like, next week on the Truth of Sports show, I'm going to have El Chapo. Yeah, I'm going to have Jeffrey Dahmer next time, guys. Tune in. I mean, it's an idiotic display of, it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, possibly. Right? I mean, it's idiotic. It's a thing by Josh Pate that just shows that he thinks he's too big to fail. He thinks, I can do whatever I want. I'm going to have the President of the United States on my show. And I want Josh Pate too, fan. I want you, if you're watching this video, help me help him fail. Hopefully I can rise up. And I won't sell out. I'm not a sellout. I'm a Chicago Bears fan. If I wanted to be something be easy, I wouldn't be that. Sabres wouldn't be that. Orioles over there wouldn't be that. Hell State wouldn't be that. Hell State. I mean, Josh Pate, to me, is a fraud of insane proportions who has worked his way through somehow like a cult of personality despite not having one. It's crazy he's done that. I mean, because you've got people who hate the guy, like me. You got people who love the guy. And let me get off of Josh Pate for a minute, because the death of independent sports media isn't just him. It's these gambling companies too. So I'm not including Barstool in this. I'm a huge Barstool sports fan. I watch the show Wake Up Barstool every day. I watched it before I came to film this, right? But sorry, I got sidetracked. But the gambling, the gambling in sports media is what is killing it, right? So I want you to go to, if you're a sports fan like me, go to your Twitter page and look on that and see who you follow, right? So for example, I'm doing this on the spot. I follow a bunch of guys, right? But let's see. So, like, for example, here's Dana Beers. He's got the Barstool logo beside his name. That's all fine and good. Brett McMurphy on 3. We got a bunch of Barstool guys. Like I said, I'm a huge fan. We got Cauchy. Jacob Infante. Cauchy. Antonio Brown has BC Game. I don't know what that is, but he's got it. I mean, there's no longer this sports media. It's Cauchy. It's all this stuff. And it's to the point where nobody is independent anymore. John Fanta, who is beloved, I never liked the guy, but he's beloved, and goes to DraftKings. So he can get you to bet on more, get you addicted to something that isn't good, could bankrupt you, so he can make a buck. That fat pig is sacrificing his soul and his fans for another buck. And there's people who follow that guy. I mean, it's ridiculous. If you see Cauchy beside somebody's name, they're not in it for you anymore. They're not. And there's some except, like, I like Jacob Infante. I really do. I think he's a really funny guy. I think he's really smart. But these guys are just trying to make a buck. They're not doing it for sports media. They're not just trying to fulfill a childhood dream they had. They're just trying to make a quick buck, sell you down the river. So let's say, for example, John Fanta, that fat pig. You follow him, you go, I'm going to do his butt. He's a smart guy. I know. I followed him for years. He would never steer me wrong. You take his parlay. He's got 8 things, and you say, I'm going to put money on. He tells me it's a sure thing. I'm going to put money on this. You go belly up. That doesn't work. It fails because John Fanta is just a guy like you or me. It fails, right? There you are. You have no house. You have no money. Your wife has left you. She took the kids. Where are you going to stay? Call up John Fanta. I took your parlay. Can you help me out? No, that fat pig is sitting on a pile of cash. He ain't going to help you do nothing. And their excuse, the sports gambling's excuses on the bottom of screens. It says, says gamble responsibly. Holy shit. That's like giving cocaine to a coke addict and telling him to snort responsibly, you know? I mean, it's like giving heroin to a heroin addict and telling him to go shoot up responsibly. I mean, it's ridiculous what we have become to as a society, that sports gambling is 75% of what sports is now. That's one thing about Barstool, is it doesn't try to hide behind. They're out front what they are. Where John Fanta has risen up as this jolly fat goofball, and then he gives you a parlay, you lose your house, right? I mean, but then like Brandon Walker for Barstool, he'll tell you. You know he's about gambling. You know Dave Portnoy's about gambling. But you got these guys who weren't about gambling, who were doing other stuff. Then Kalshi comes along and sinks your teeth into them. And then, oh, you can make a quick buck. And then you put $20 on Detroit, you lose that. You go, oh, I'll win the next one. And then you put $40 on Green Bay, and you win that one. It's like, oh, I'm on a roll. I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna go $1,000 on the LA Rams. How's that going for you? And whenever you call these guys, whenever you call these Kalshi guys, when you call these John Fanta, when you call these stupid scumbags, what are they going to tell you? They're not going to answer. You've made them a buck. You use their parlay. You got their code. You have helped them. Their pockets are lined. They're sitting at home with their families, eating fine dinners, drinking coffee, smoking cigars. These guys, they're rich off of you because they care more about lining their pockets than the people that have made them famous, made them money, met them their wife. They care more about money than they care about anybody who helped their ascent. Gambling is not only the death of sports media, it's going to be the death of many people, and I hope it ends many careers whenever this bubble finally bursts. Because, and you're listening to this, you're thinking he must want to outlaw. No, I don't want to outlaw gambling. I don't. I think every state should have gambling, right? But what I don't think is that it should be hyped up by these guys on national television who weren't that originally, right? Like it shouldn't be. It should be you have to go find your corner. You have to go find it, and you let Barstool be the only gambling operation because that's what they specialize in. That's their thing. Perfect. Do not let all that other stuff be going on. I mean, Kalshi's peddling our AI overlords as we speak, and we're letting that happen. And I mean, it's just like every Twitter account you see is sponsored by Kalshi, sports or not. It's sports gambling, and the companies on the 24/7 aren't necessarily gambling companies, but they are also monopolizing what should be a free speech market. It should be a marketplace, especially with social media. You should be able to go on, should be able to see this guy, add revenue, and he's a star. But they have to go on. They have to go to draft, and they have to sell their soul. And it's like, no, I'm not defending these guys. They're bad guys. A lot of them, not all of them, but like these DraftKings guys, like John Fanta, who has made you think he's this good guy, he loves college basketball. He loves money. He loves money. Josh Pate loves money. Nobody loves the sport anymore because that don't pay. Somebody who's in a suit or white shirt talking in front of a blank backdrop, right? That's who we want to listen to. I want to listen to the fans. I want to listen to a Brandon Walker who I saw cry when his team lost. I want to listen to a T-Bob who's going to freak out when LSU sucks under Lane Kiffin. I want to see Dave. I want to see these. I don't want to see these guys who act like they're impartial, act like they're infallible while they're pushing these gambling sites, while they're pushing all this crap that kills people. That's what I don't like. This was the Truth of College Sports show. And I hope you had a great time watching me dive down this rabbit hole of the internet cesspool that is sports gambling. If you leave anything today, go watch Wake Up Barstool. I love it. Go watch Wake Up Barstool. And tell John Fanta to go suck a big one. Sayonara. Hope you have a good day.